Hello YouTube, B3 here, back another kicking graphic novel review. We've been doing a lot of Batman lately, so I thought I'd take a break from Batman and get back to some of my favorites. Green Lantern Corps. Yeah, so today we have Green Lantern Corps Volume 2 Alpha War from the New 52. Great work. Peter J. Tomasi, great writer in my opinion. We got Fernando Pesarian and Scott Hanna on this junk. I'm going to give you a quick read-up of the back. Green Lantern John Stewart has found himself accused by the Alpha Lanterns, the Corps Elite, emotionless internal agency, for a crime that carries the highest penalty, murdering a fellow Lantern. Indicted and in custody, his only hope for the brazen Guy Gardner to lead the fight against the law in his defense. As the Corps are spread thin, facing a crisis on their home turf to clear the name of one of its own, the shadowy agents of the Third Army attack to begin their takeover. Can the Corps reunite in time to stop them? Or will their fight against the Alphas pave the way for the rise of the Third Army? Peter J. Tomasi and Fernando Pesarian with Cafu unleash an all-out Alpha Assault in Green Lantern Corps Alpha War, collecting issues 0 and 8 through 14. That's pretty cool. I'm going to read you the inside cover also. In days of peace and nights of war, obey the laws forevermore. Misconduct must be answered for. Swear us the chosen, the Alpha Corps. Formed by the Guardians of the Universe as an elite of the elite, the Alpha Lantern's word is law among the Green Lantern Corps. These supercharged Emerald Warriors have sacrificed body and soul to become the perfect enforcers of GL rules and regulations. Their independence is unquestioned, their logic is ruthless, and their latest target, John Stewart. Stewart stands accused of a horrendous lantern-on-lantern crime, one for which he has no defense. One for which the penalty is death. Meanwhile, Guy Gardner has been awarded a powerful new position by the Guardians, and he may well use this newfound power to battle the Alphas for the fate of his friend. The stage is set for a full-scale Green Lantern Civil War. If and when shots are fired in this unforeseen tragedy, no one could stop? Or is it all part of an even bigger and deadlier conspiracy? So this is around the time that the Guardians of the Universe kind of went off their rocker, and were creating the Third Army, and we're going to convert every being in the galaxy into a member of the Third Army so that there would be eternal peace, but also no individuality or thought or etc. But first up, the Alpha Lanterns get a bit of John Stewart's log that shows him killing the other Lantern from the last volume. If you didn't see our review of Volume 1, check that out, because John Stewart had to kill another Lantern in order to ensure the survival of the Lantern Corps, because that Lantern was going to betray them. But the Alphas only got the clip of him murdering him. If they would have got the whole thing, he probably would have been exonerated on the spot, but he didn't. The Guardians manipulated it and only sent the image of him murdering the fellow Lanterns. There was a big trial. He was condemned to death, which was just to make an example of him. And then the Alpha Lanterns were like torturing other Lanterns that helped John escape. And they were like, oh, it's not cool if other Lanterns cross the line for the good of the Corps, but if the Alpha Lanterns do it, it's fine. So they're big, like, hypocrites, because they're torturing other Lanterns, and etc. Guy Gardner gets promoted to Sentinel, so he's basically in charge of everyone, only answers to the Guardians. Pretty crazy stuff. But it's a really emotional story. It's really good. And the Alpha Lanterns and the Green Lantern Corps all end up at war with each other. And then one of the Alpha Lanterns realizes they're in the wrong and helps take out the rest of the Alpha Lanterns and then commits suicide. So the Alpha Lanterns are gone, which was the Guardians' intention the whole time. They wanted John Stewart condemned so that the other Lanterns would rise up against the Alpha Lanterns and destroy them, to get rid of the Alpha Lanterns. That was the Guardians' plan the entire time. And then they sent John Stewart to find Mogo, because Mogo is reforming himself. I think he was destroyed in War of the Green Lanterns, if I remember correctly. I definitely have the story he's destroyed in. He's reforming, so John Stewart's trying to find him, and then he runs into Fatality. You also get an issue 0, which is how Guy Gardner got his ring. He got the ring trying to save his brother when his brother was under fire. And there's also a story about when he was a new recruit, a rookie. He defeated this big alien dude that killed a bunch of Lanterns, and then that alien dude comes back. The Guardians actually set him free of his science cell and trick Guy Gardner into going to protect his family from him, but then they send that guy to assassinate a bunch of people Gardner was supposed to protect, and then the Third Army kills all the Lanterns that are with Guy Gardner and converts them. So the Guardians forced Guy Gardner to resign for his mistake, but they were manipulating it the whole time. Pretty insane. So the Guardians manipulated Guy into resigning his position. So right now, Guy Gardner is not a Green Lantern. Pretty crazy, but we'll see what happens next because I also have Volume 3, as you can see here. So we'll be doing Volume 3 at some point. I don't know if it'll be next. I might do another Detective Comics. I might do a Suicide Squad. I might do a Spider-Man or a Power Rangers or something. I don't know. It'll probably be a DC. I'm feeling lots of DC right now. So it'll probably be a DC. Most of my books are DC, to be completely honest with you guys. But, yeah, I mean, this was a very good book. Peter J. Tomasi is doing great work. All the pencilers and colorists and everyone are doing great work because the art is phenomenal. And I just really love the writing. I'm a big Peter J. Tomasi fan, so I'm very happy about this run. And I cannot wait to bust into Volume 3. So that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Green Lantern Corps Volume 2 Alpha War from the New 52. Yeah, so definitely check that shit out. It's a really good story. Volume 1 was great, Volume 2 was great, and hopefully Volume 3 will be just as great. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all later.